What's up, guys? It's day 16 on the daily recaps. Today I'm gonna go over Thursday and Friday because I forgot to record Thursday and I didn't record yesterday because I had a busy day. So let's get straight into it. As y'all know, I don't do any daily biases just because that's not me. Whatever, I'm trying to more be of a reactionary trader. Whichever high key level taps first, I'm looking for either continuation or a reversal. So here we had session highs. I usually mark just session highs because I don't like, it doesn't matter what session it is. I just mark session highs and lows. High in a 4 hour fair value gap. We had multiple 1 hour 4 hour gaps here, 30-minute gaps here. So let's get straight into the recap, and I'll explain why there's two of the trades there. So going into the day, obviously, first 15 minutes, I don't trade anymore just because I feel like that's the most manipulation. So here, pre-market taps into a 4 hour session low, immediately pumps, hits data highs. So, and then we leave a 5 minute fair value gap. Tap to the 5, I believe. Yeah, we tap into the 5. So I kind of want continuation longs because we still have data highs. And to me, we had data highs and session highs, which to me was my drawn liquidity after that. We had a couple highs here, but that was my overall bias, the data highs. So we tap into the 5, then we reverse. And so we tap into the 5, inverse is small 1. Right? But I didn't enter off of the sole purpose of the 1 just because it didn't really seem that much. I entered off of the reverse of the tap into the 5, inverse to 1, change in state of delivery. That's when I entered. So I entered a little bit late. It filled me in a little bit late. And again, I had TP at data, and I had TP1 at this previous high that I showed y'all. This one? No. What did I have it at? I think I had it at the body closure of the body closure of there. So enter. We get a little reversal. Still respects his 1. Then pumps. Then it's a little delayed. Hits TP1. At this point, I believe I see a SMT and exit. Oh. No, sorry. The runners were still there. Hits data. And then at this point, I'm up, I think, 1,000, or I'm not sure how much I was up. At this point, I still didn't really feel I was off the market, but I hopped right back on, and honestly, I just couldn't resist because um sharp V shape on the 1, inverse. I believe the inverse to 2 and 3. So inverse to 2, I believe that's the highest. So inverse to 3, right? Probably did inverse 4 and 5, but that's not what I was primarily focused on. But quick V shape, tapped into 1. Didn't really trust it because I just didn't. Then it came back, continuation shorts off of this 1 minute inverse. I entered, I believe, off of the change in state of delivery. Here I think I entered late. Or yeah, I think I entered off of this one, but it entered me late. Entered, hits break even. Break even. I'm still break even at this point. Full TP here. So I had full TP here because um I'm not sure why I had full TP. Because I think I started working, I started having to actually work. Full TP there, and a good trade would have been this low because it was consequent encroachment to the 5, which it did eventually hit, I believe. Hit that, hit these lows, relative equal lows on the 4 hour. Yeah, hit relative equal lows. And on that day, I made $1,600. Full port of the last 700, and then I think I entered $500 and managed to get. I'm not sure what the math is on there, but $1,600. End of the day at 50.4K on the eval, and then so now let's get into yesterday's trade, Friday. Thursday was 3.5 to yesterday was 3.6. So again, entered 8:30. Again, nothing, no daily bias. Swept this 1 hour. We had data highs, unfilled 15, 1 hour relative equal lows. Sorry, let me load this up. 1 hour relative equal lows so we had this hour, then this one formed, so that's what I marked out. We had this 15. Yeah, this unfilled 15. We had a couple, 1 hour 30 that data highs 1 hour. Sorry. And again, like I said, I don't trade the first 15 minutes anymore. Tapped again, 1 hour relative equal lows. And at this point, I'm finally starting to look for a trade. So I see it taps into the 1 minute, respects it, pumps, still respects it, Then we got a pump. And this one would have been a good trade, but I'm not sure why I didn't take that trade. So here respects the 3. At this point, I'm kind of looking for shorts because we have relative equal lows at the bottom. It tapped, so we had the 1 hour before. Then we had 1, 2, and it respected it. So I'm looking for shorts after tapping the 15. Never fully inverse the 3, I believe. Yeah, no, never fully inverse the 3. Then we get this sharp V-shaped recovery. I entered off of this 1 minute fair value gap. Yeah, so it was respecting the 3 minute, inverse the 1. I think I had a late entry. Liquidity at data highs, 1 hour highs, and TP number 1 break even was gonna be at this 1 minute inside the fair value gap. Entered. It took a while. Finally hit my break even point, TP1. I think I entered with 10 micros, exited on 8, left 2 runners. And then I exited, so I exited right here on this one, on this like candle closure, just because I had to drive at work, which would have, I wouldn't have been able to pay much attention to it. But on the bright side, it didn't tap data high, but I know for the rest, it dumped, hit break even, and then absolutely pumped and tapped data highs. I know a lot of people took this 1 minute inverse, but that's what I'm at. And then so now I'm at 51.6, 51.45. I'm not sure what it is. I'll post it right here. And that's just where we're at for the week. Coming Monday, I'm not sure if there's news. We have new calendar. We have red folder news Monday. We have red folder and orange folder news at 9. Then we have Trump speaking at 10. Tuesday no news. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday news. Friday FOMC. So it's gonna be, you know, a pretty good week this week. So coming Monday, I'm gonna full port again. You know, because I'm trying to pass these evals, especially on these Apex that are so cheap. I'm trying to take advantage of it just because the you know how it is. But those are my trades. Hopefully, I followed my rules and stuff like that. But I'm gonna post a recap um on this. So y'all keep on the. I'm gonna post a recap on the week. So I appreciate y'all watching, and I'll catch y'all in the weekly recap.